they believe themselves. However, they can go to Pagoda for worshipping Buddha. There is no discrimination between Buddhism and non-Buddhism family. So everybody can go to Pagoda where they could pray Buddha. You touch the turtles for long life to the south. That's why, a big discrimination and the violation from the government to Buddhism in the south.
We're approaching the pagoda, but of course we know what's in front of the pagoda.
Heavenly Lady Pagoda, the pagoda of the lady from the heaven. Alright, so we are standing in the middle of the pagoda. So this location is higher than the local area down there. It is said that every night there was a beautiful lady, and people believe that she came from the heaven, and she told to the people in this area that there was a king came here to build the pagoda one day. And one day the king, he came here, and then he heard the story from the local people about the heavenly lady. You can take photo.
Three Buddhas represent yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Here's the pagoda. In 63, famous incident with a monk burning himself, and he was standing next to this car. This is a bonsai garden. And we saw guys like these in China.
What are these?
This is the Perfume River. Up to the pagoda are quite steep, but we learned how to deal with steep, narrow steps at Chichen Itza. And we're back to the vendors.
It's very, very good beer,
This is the hotel where we had lunch.
For agriculture. So every year we worship the God of the heaven. We come here to pray the heaven for the favorable weather condition, for the strong. I have to tell you, after a person dies, we keep the dead in the wooden coffin, and then we bury underground. After a week funeral ceremony at home, we will bury the dead underground. After 3 years, we will excavate the grave, and then collecting all the dead bones, and then cleaning, and then put in the small box, and then bury underground.
This is the grounds of the Emperor's Mausoleum.
3,000 workers, builders, prisoners, and farmers, and many skillful hand workers. They came here for constructing the mausoleum. Alright.
The Emperor came here for vacation after they built his mausoleum so that he could enjoy it while he was still alive. Not a bad idea.
Many palaces for living. And when the king came here in holiday time, he could be there for 5 days or 1 week.
This is supposedly where the emperor was buried, but His body doesn't seem to be here. They hid it somewhere.
Alright. So, very right. He became the king at the age of, 20 years old in 1847, and he died at the age of 55 years old in 1880. So on the stone we have 5,000 Chinese characters. At that time, the king maintained the Chinese.
It's renovated by the French and Germans.
And now you can go into the door, and you can see the grave to stop, the evil or the bad things.
So this is in front of
So this is the barrier,
grave site.
or the spirits barrier. So look at the wall. You can see.
And we're not going up there. Other people did. But the concubines stayed up there. There's housing units behind this gate, evidently. There's a gas station.
Surrounding countries put on the monsoon to prevent Vietnam from becoming a communist country. 1954, the French decided to put out of Vietnam, until 1973. 1969, Richard Nixon became the new U.S. president, and he had his own plan to end U.S. involvement in Vietnam. President Nixon had an outline called Vietnamization to remove U.S. troops from Vietnam. The withdrawal of U.S. troops began in July 1969. One day to Hue and complained about the wave. The wave never came back. The ocean became a lagoon. So it is a legend. So people living peacefully in this lagoon, and they live on fishing. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 years old. His wife, she was a hardworking lady. Every day when the husband sick. In Vietnam, we have not many violence. Criminals we have, but not very serious compared to other countries. Over here, Dutch, a lot. Dutch fish, very good.
And here we are at port at Chiang Mai, and there's our ship. Minutes ago, we were down there. Here come some more weary travelers. This is such an attractive terminal. But in 2 years, it's supposed to be great. We are leaving the port of Chiang Mai, which is where we've been docked for our trip. A bunch of fishing boats out here late in the afternoon. It is 6 o'clock.